What if a young boy walked into the kingdom of death, met the Lord of Death himself, and asked a question that even gods found difficult to answer? This is the incredible story of Nachiketa, the bravest boy in ancient India. Long ago, there lived a wise man named Vajashrava. One day he decided to perform a grand sacrifice. People came from far and wide. Priests chanted sacred mantras. The sacred fire blazed brightly. As part of the ceremony, Vajashrava had to donate his wealth. But there was a problem. The cows that he was giving away were very old. They were weak. They could no longer give milk. They could barely walk. Among the crowd stood his young son, Nachiketa. Nachiketa was honest. He always wanted to do what was right. When he saw the old cows being donated, he became worried. He thought, if father gives away useless cows, will this sacrifice really bring good results? The boy wanted to help his father. So he politely asked, Father, to whom will you give me? His father ignored him. But Nachiketa was determined. Again he asked, Father, to whom will you give me? Still no answer. The third time he asked, Father, to whom will you give me? Now Vajashrava became angry. Without thinking, he shouted, I give you to Yama, the Lord of Death. The crowd fell silent. His father had spoken in anger, but Nachiketa believed that words should be truthful. If his father had given him to Yama, then he must go. And so, without fear, the young boy set out on an extraordinary journey. A journey no child had ever taken before. A journey to the kingdom of death. Through forests, across rivers, over mountains, Nachiketa traveled alone. At last he arrived at the magnificent palace of Yama. But Yama was not there. The Lord of Death was away. Most people would have turned back. Not Nachiketa. He waited. One day passed. Then 2 days passed. Then 3. He had no food, no water, no shelter. Yet he never complained. He simply waited patiently. Finally, Yama returned. To his surprise, he found a young boy sitting at his gate. Yama was deeply impressed. My child, he said, you have waited for 3 days without food or water. I must make up for my mistake. For each day you waited, I shall grant you one wish. Ask for 3 boons. Nachiketa smiled. For the first boon, he said, when I return home, may my father no longer be angry. May he welcome me with love. Yama nodded. So be it. For my second boon, said Nachiketa, teach me the sacred fire sacrifice that leads to heavenly happiness. Yama smiled. This was a wise request. He carefully taught the sacred knowledge. Nachiketa listened attentively and learned every detail. Yama was pleased. Then came the third boon, the most important one. Nachiketa looked directly at Yama and asked, Lord Yama, when people die, what happens to them? Some say they continue to exist. Others say they don't. Tell me the truth, what happens after death? Yama became serious. This was no ordinary question. Even gods debated this mystery. Yama said, ask for something else. Ask for wealth. Ask for power. Ask for a long life. But Nachiketa shook his head. Yama tried again. I'll give you gold. I'll give you jewels. I'll give you kingdoms. I'll give you magnificent chariots. I'll give you anything you desire. But Nachiketa remained unmoved. Lord Yama, he said, riches disappear. pleasures fade. Even the longest life eventually ends. I do not want things that will vanish. I want the truth. Please answer my question. Yama looked at the boy with admiration. Never before had he met someone so young and yet so wise. Most people choose comfort. Most people choose pleasure. But Nachiketa chose truth. At last Yama spoke. My child, listen carefully. The body may die, but the true self never dies. The soul is eternal. It was never born. It never perishes. It is beyond fear. It is beyond death. Nachiketa listened with wonder. Yama continued, the wise choose what is right. The foolish choose only what is pleasant. Those who seek truth discover lasting happiness. The boy understood. He had found the answer he was seeking. Not wealth, not power, not fame, but wisdom. The greatest treasure of all. Yama blessed him. Then Nachiketa returned home. His father welcomed him with tears of joy. And from that day onward, the story of the brave boy who questioned death was remembered for generations. So, little souls, the easy path is not always the right path. True courage is asking questions and seeking wisdom. Wealth may disappear, power may fade, but knowledge and truth stay with us forever. And remember, little souls, the greatest treasure in the world is a curious mind that never stops searching for the truth.